So, Samantha, how did you and Jim meet?
Well, it's a long story. How long do you have?
Don't worry about me. I'm in no hurry.
Okay, so Jim was in a band. He played the trumpet.
A rock band?
Yeah, and they were really cool. I mean, how many rock bands have a trumpet player? Anyway, they weren't a very famous band, but they were pretty popular in Brooklyn where I lived, and they were always playing shows in the area. A friend of mine took me to see one of their shows, and I really liked the band.
Especially the trumpet player.
Well, actually, it was a pretty big group. I think there were about 8 of them on stage, and Jim always stood at the back, so you couldn't really see him very well. But after a couple of shows, I did start to notice him and thought he was, cute.
So, did you go up and introduce yourself to him?
No way. I mean, they weren't super famous or anything, but they were still a band. I was way too shy to go and talk to anyone in a band. No, I just watched and daydreamed.
So what happened?
Well, after playing together for a year, the band just broke up. That was it. No more shows. I'd never see my mysterious trumpet player again. I was heartbroken. Then, one day, about 2 years after that, I was at work. I had a job in a theater back then. I worked house, which meant I was responsible for getting the audience in and out of the building. Anyway, my manager called me into the office to introduce me to a new member of the team. And there he was.
Jim.
Yes, although at that time I still didn't know his name. Anyway, he started working with me, and after a few weeks he asked me out on a date. And that was it. Soon we were dating.
So did you tell him that you used to be secretly in love with him when he was in a band?
Well, that's the funny thing. I pretended I never knew. He used to talk about the band all the time, but I didn't say a thing. And then, after we were engaged, I finally confessed and told him the truth. You should have seen his face.